Gran Turismo has released a brand new update. We've got a new track, we've got new cars, and even a new tyre partnership. Now that's all great, but I'm most interested in this. The new handling model. GT7 has always felt quite understeery. There's lots of snappy oversteer as well. It's difficult to manage weight transfer, and it has, let's say, unique wet driving physics. So I'm going to take a car I know very well around the Nürburgring to test the new drive physics against the brand new AI that's now available there. Then we'll see if anything's changed in the wet. Okay, welcome to the Nürburgring Nordschleife. We're here. We've got one lap against the new SoFi AI that's just been introduced here. I mean, it's been here before, on the game before, but it's never been at the Nürburgring. So we're going to see how they fare. You can see all their names and their faces and things because they have emotion now. It's on the hardest setting, so it should give us a good test and should be a good test for the new handling. Let's send it on a couple here. So the main thing for me was the understeer. The understeer has been a constant thing on Gran Turismo. So I'll be getting a feel for that. It feels quite pointy already, to be honest. It feels a bit pointier than the old physics. Let's send it here. Yeah, he wasn't very happy with that. Also on the power is another point. And then finally was weight transfer. For those are the three things that I'll be concentrating on during this lap. How the curbs... I mean, it feels a bit softer, is what I'd say, first of all. And the turning, it feels a little bit sharper. The understeer that I was talking about earlier, there's been a constant theme throughout Gran Turismo, doesn't seem to be as severe. Yeah, can't get it to move. It's planted, this Merc. I mean, you've seen so far, I haven't had one moment, and I've been pushing. I mean, we're on the medium tyre, so the grip will break away from you. And the final part was about sort of the weight shift. Getting the car to move around in the way you want can be difficult. Oh, there's a little bit. We finally got it to brake then. We finally got the grip to brake. He's chucked it back. That's what I do like about this SoFi. They are a little bit more intelligent than the previous iteration. Let's go here. Let's take the lead. Which I'm surprised at as well. I think my overall, or my initial impression so far, everything feels a little bit easier. A little bit friendlier. The weight transfer, I mean, you can actually move the car where you want it. And I don't know if they've just gone easy on me, but I'm already in first. Ooh, already in first place, he says. Yeah, maybe they're just adjusting. Because this is on the hardest setting. Let's go on the dirt a bit as well. How's the dirt? Yeah, I mean, the dirt's kind of... Well, the grass is kind of similar. See how the grip is. Oh, I feel like I've immediately got the grip back. Normally you'd be struggling for a while with the grip. So yeah, all in all in the dry, as we come towards the end of the lap, I would say, and I've said this a couple of times, it just feels a bit more friendly. The turn-ins there, there's less understeer. It's easier on the power. You can move the car around. I mean, I'm going to have to do a bit more to tell you whether I like it or not, but initially it's not bad. Just a bit safer, a bit friendlier in the dry. So we've experienced the changes in the dry. Let's experience the changes in the wet. At a very wet Spa Francorchamps. So what we have here is a 2-lap rabbit chase, essentially, against the old AI. So not the new SoFi AI, this is the old AI. You'll see the difference as we come up through Radion and Eau Rouge here. But we're looking to see the differences, and to be honest, the same complaints are there, or very similar complaints are there with the wet as there are with the dry. You know, a lack of turning, sketchiness on the power because you can get away without using traction control. Oh, tried to murder me there. A general kind of weight transfer. So I've currently got no traction control on at the moment. Whoa! And I think we're going to put that straight on. So that's our first change. Is I feel immediately that I need to put traction control on, which is a good thing. I didn't need to do that before. Whoa! Wow, 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 wow. Definitely need traction control on. Right. The dirty tyres would have helped there as well, along with a lack of talent. So we've got probably some of the worst conditions you can get. We're almost at the second bar here on the rain radar, so this is a good representation of wet conditions here on Gran Turismo. And the more I'm playing it, whoa, the more I'm feeling that it just feels a little bit better. I feel the need to put traction control up once more. So we've got it on traction control 2 now. And I think I've almost been lured into a false sense of security by that lap that I did at the Nürburgring. Let's see how it is on the brakes. Feels a little bit better on the brakes as well. Before, you would just kind of float to, or in my case, past the apex. But there it actually felt like it was going to stop. So I just feel there's a bit more, like a little bit more control. As I got off the brakes there, the car gripped as it should, and then there was a bit of a turn in, so that feels like an improvement initially. Obviously I need to do way more and have way more experience. Let's just get through here as they brake there. I obviously need to spend a lot more time with this, but my initial impressions are that, again, just like the dry, this feels a bit friendlier. And I think maybe that's what they're going for here. I mean, other people might have different views, but for me, it all just feels a little bit safer, a little bit easier on the wheel anyway. But I do feel I need traction control. That is one thing, which is a good thing. Whoa. On the power, it feels more realistic for me. I mean, not that I've driven a GT3 car in the rain at Spa, but it feels a bit more natural and comfortable to me, and a bit more like there's consequence. If I put my foot down without any traction control, as we've seen, I'm going to spin, which is what we want. So I've reverted to traction control to keep this thing on the track. And then the weight transfer, as we saw down at the first hairpin, La Source. Oh! When I got off the power, the tyres gripped. So all in all, I'm actually enjoying this. I think it's an improvement on both fronts, the dry and the wet. But let me know what you guys think as we finish this one off. But these are my first reactions to the dry and the wet new physics here on Gran Turismo 7. So initially some pretty positive looking changes there in update 1.49. You love to see it. If you've got time for another one, make sure to check out this video here. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.